Okay, recording.
Okay, good morning, grade 8. Today we'll be continuing with coordinating conjunctions, part 2. I'm joined with Mr. Omar and we are going to go over the questions where we left off from last lesson. So we're going to join the following pairs of sentences by using a coordinating conjunction to show how these ideas relate.
So we need to decide, Anthony, on whether the ideas are related or not, and what type of relationship is there between the two sentences, right?
Yes.
So that we can connect them or join them together. Yeah.
Okay, great. So the first sentence: cut flowers would look nice. A potted plant would last longer. What do you think, Aziz? How would I use a conjunction here? Or which conjunction would be good to use in this sentence?
That flowers would look nice, but a potted plant would last longer.
Yeah. So what's the relationship?
Hello.
Two sentences. Good morning, Amouri.
No, I'm Muhammad Jibreen.
Oh, good morning, Hamoudi. How are you, love?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm fine.
Happy to have you with us this early.
Yes.
Okay,
But I'm sorry I didn't attend a lot of classes this week because I didn't wake up.
but I hope you caught up with recorded lessons.
Yes, I do.
Have you found them helpful?
Yes, they are a lot helpful.
Thank God.
Thank you.
It's okay, love. Okay. and
So,
what's the relationship
Mohammed,
between the two sentences?
the two sentences, it's not a cause and effect. It is a, so we have cut flowers would look nice.
Yeah.
A plotted plant would last longer. So
Yeah.
they're related. And what's the actual type of relationship?
Contrast or contradiction? Yeah, because it contradicts.
Yes.
The second sentence contradicts the expectation for the first sentence.
Yes.
Because when she said, or when the speaker said, it looked nice, so
Yes.
we expect that, okay, we can use them.
Yes.
But she said instead, a potted plant would last longer. So
The contradictions.
Assalamu alaikum.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Wilson.
This is Omar ISU, and we are also joined by Muhammad Saad. I think this is
No, Muhammad Jibreen.
Muhammad Jibreen. No, Muhammad Saad and Omar. So we have Abdulaziz. And we have Omar. And
No, Muhammad joined.
we have
Muhammad Ajmi just joined.
yeah, he changed his name. I know his when he first joins, his name is Aifan. Okay, Abdulaziz, Muhammad Jibreen, Omar, Muhammad Jibreen, and then we have Abdulaziz, Omar, Muhammad Jibreen, Muhammad Saad. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back to the sentence here, Anthony. Yes. So you were saying the second sentence contradicts the expectation or what we expect from the first sentence, isn't it? All right. So the answer like Aziz, Muhammad Jibreen, can you give us the answer to this? Can you join these two sentences together?
Yes, mister.
Yes, Habib.
Cut flower would look nice,
Yeah.
but a potted plant would last longer.
Yes.
Very good. So that's the coordinating conjunction but, so because they're contrast. So we can use but or yet, but I think but,
Yes.
but works nicer.
Yeah. Okay, so let's check the answer here. So I'd like Omar to read the two sentences together and read the explanation for us, please. Omar?
Okay. Cut flowers would look nice, but a potted plant would last longer.
Yeah, so what does but show here?
Shows that the two ideas contrast.
I love you, Omar. Very good. It's
Answer number 2, mister.
Okay, Amri, I see you are so excited, so I'm not going to let you down. I'll hand you to Mr. Anthony to discuss it with you.
Okay, so number 2, I'll read the number 2 and you can answer it. Huge pelicans
Okay.
were soaring over the waves. They suddenly dove into the water for fish. So these are cause and effect, or a contrast, or what type of relationship do we see here?
Huge buildings were soaring over the waves and suddenly dove into the water for fish.
So you added the second piece,
Yes.
the second sentence to the first one, as if you are adding more information.
Very good. Yeah, I think
so first, they were soaring pelicans. What are pelicans?
Yes.
pelicans are a type of bird.
Yeah, they are a
bird.
kind of bird. These bird that has like a big bag under the neck.
Yeah.
You know these birds are which have like big bags under the necks, around their
Yes.
neck.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Pelican.
Can I say it in Arabic so Omar understands?
I don't know what is it in Arabic, Aziz, wallahi.
Nauras.
Oh, no, not Nauras.
Yeah, that's it.
These are, Nauras is seagulls, Aziz, but these are not seagulls. You see, this is different from a Nauras.
They hold their fish.
I don't know.
This is what?
Even here, it
This is what in Arabic.
says it's a swan. No. Even the Arabic translation is not good here. Because it says here, Bajja like a swan. It's not a swan. Yeah, this is an Australian pelicans. So
The one that eats food in the beach.
no, the one you mean are called seagulls. This, Aziz, and this is really this.
Yes.
No, this is a pelican is different. A pelican is different. This is a pelican. Can you see it?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Anyway, so let's get back to our lesson. All right. So Amori, you were saying, love. You said that the second sentence adds more information.
Yes.
The first one. That's why you used add. Any other ideas, boys, or suggestions? No.
No.
Okay, so let's check Omar's answers. Wow, Amori. I'm gonna move to Muhammad Saad. Can you join us using your microphone, Muhammad? Because you're texting.
He says he has.
Muhammad says yes.
He says he has a bad network.
I read his text. Okay, he's texting us again. So Aziz, I'm gonna hand it to you, Aziz.
Okay, but Jibrin, you.
No, you are on my list now. You are the first because I finished with Muhammad Saad and start with you. Yes, Aziz.
What I read?
Read the
What's the
sentence.
question?
Read the sentence
Huge.
and the explanation.
Huge pelicans were soaring over the waves, and they suddenly dove into the water for fish.
Yes.
And shows that the two clauses are parallel.
Parallel. I wouldn't say parallel here because parallel, that means that they happen together. I would say this is called addition because you add more information to the previous piece of information.
Yeah, like addition.
Or you can say it's succession. It highlights succession. You know, succession is when something happens first, then something else happens. It's okay. So let's go back. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to Aziz. Read and answer number 3. What?
The field was. I read. The field was no longer fertile. The farmer did not fertile. The farmer did not plant anything on it.
I love you. Very good.
The field was no longer fertile.
You know what the word is? It fertile or fertile?
Fertile.
Fertile. So what does fertile? Because this is a key word here. Once you understand the meaning of the word fertile, it's going to be easy for you to answer the question. What does fertile mean?
Able to produce plants.
I love you. I love you. Very good, Aziz. So is the field able to produce plants now?
No.
No. Very good. So what did the farmer do?
The field was no longer fertile because the farmer did not plant anything on it.
I think
We have to use a
yeah.
Because yes, I know, but
Remember, we are talking about
fanboys.
conjunction, one of the fanboys. Yeah. So
Nor.
not and. Who suggested and?
Not me. I didn't say it.
Yeah, all right.
Good morning, mister.
Good morning, Hamoudi Love.
Sorry for joining late because I just wake up.
Okay, Habibi, it's okay. No worries. So,
No.
Aziz, think about it. Actually, the second sentence is not the cause of the first sentence. It's actually the result.
Yes. خلاص, I know it.
Yeah.
The field was no longer fertile for the farmer did not plant anything on it.
No, it's you are insisting on that. The second sentence is the cause for the first one. No, it's the opposite, Aziz. It's the result of the first one, right? Mm-hmm. So why didn't the farmer plant anything on the field? Because
The field was no longer fertile.
yeah. So this is how the first sentence is here. I'm gonna have to annotate here. So this is cause. This is cause. So this sentence is cause. And the other sentence is actually effect. Right, Hafiz? So what do we normally use before an effect? We use for before a cause, right? And we use what before an effect or a result? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's ask Hamad because he's just
Yes, mister.
Hamad, how are we gonna join these two sentences together?
The field was no longer fertile. The farmer did not plant anything on it. The field was no longer fertile.
Fertile means able to produce plants, Hamad.
Yes. But the farmer did not. Wait a minute. And the farmer did not plant anything.
You can use and here. It makes more sense, but not very accurate. But it's okay. I would say okay for and because you can say and.
But there's another fan.
There's another one of the fanboys. Remember.
Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Can you put the fanboys, mister?
Yes. Okay. F for for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet,
Yes.
S for so.
So.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Very good. Because this is the result. Actually, when I ask you, what happened? What happened after the field was no longer fertile? What happened after the field was no longer fertile? What's the result? Yeah, what's the result? Hello?
Yes.
What's the result? What results in the fact that the field was no longer fertile?
Farmer did not plant anything on it.
Yes, very good. This is the result. Muhammad Jibreen, can you stop annotating, please, or I'm gonna block you.
What?
Huh? What?
What, mister?
Shows
What
me,
annotating?
on my screen, it shows me annotating.
You can put this and finish.
What is annotating?
Abdulaziz is annotating now.
I put true only.
Yes, you put tick. Okay, anyway, so let's go to see to check the answer because we don't want to spend much time. What?
So, mister.
Okay.
Okay, I know.
So okay, boys. So let's go back to check the answer. I'm gonna move to Omar. Omar, can you read the answer?
Yes. The field no longer fertile, so the farmer did not anything on it.
Very good. Can you tell us what the relationship between the two sentences now, Omar?
So shows that the two ideas has a cause and effect relationship.
So very good, Amoudi. Sorry, Hamoudi.
Mr. I have a question.
Muhammad Saad, you can use texting. In annotating, there is text. When you click on annotate, you will find the third icon from the left. It uses text. And please use the bottom of the screen here to annotate.
Mr.
You understand, Hamoudi love? Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, like Omar here. Thank you, Amoudi.
Mr.
Yes, Habib.
Here, why did he highlight so and the letter T?
Because
Mistake.
when you can say, who wants to say it?
Yeah. Me.
Yes, Amoudi. Why did he highlight, or why did I highlighted here the word, the letter T together with the S?
Because
these are two sentences, Hamad, right?
Yes.
And the sentence should start with a capital letter, right?
yes, yeah, Mr. Small letter.
When I join the two sentences together using so, they are no longer two sentences. They are two
You make it
together
a small letter.
one sentence, right, Hamoudi?
Yes.
Have you got it now? Okay. One to talk about subordinate clauses.
A subordinate clause or dependent clause cannot stand by itself as a sentence.
So it has two names here.
Oh, Mr.
Yes. Yes, Omar.
How, Mr.
How?
How the dependent clause cannot stand by it.
Yes, that's what we are trying to explain, Omar. Patience is a virtue, love. Okay. So Mr. Anthony, so it has two names here. We are talking about subordinate clause, or we are talking about dependent clause. And remember, boys, I love the word dependent here. You know why? Because dependent comes from the verb depend. And when you depend on somebody, what does depend mean, boys?
تعتمد.
Yes, very good. يعتمد على. So
rely on somebody.
Yeah, very good. Rely on somebody else. Very good. So you can do a job by yourself, but you still need somebody else to help you do this job. So I love this name dependent rather than subordinate, right? So anyway, so Mr. Anthony?
A subordinate clause has a subject and a verb, but does not express a complete thought.
And we're getting closer and closer to answer Omar's question. So it does not express a complete thought. It depends on another sentence to complete the thought. Like, for example, here.
Until the sun sets.
Will you be happy and satisfied, Omar, if I only say this clause, until the sun sets? Or you will be asking for more information? Until means late or hatta. Until the sun sets.
We stayed together.
Yeah. So you still waiting for me to finish my sentence, right?
Yes.
So the meaning is not complete. You're gonna be like, can you elaborate more? Right? You're gonna be like Omar al-Barbari, me, of course. Can you elaborate more? I'm gonna be like, oh, does my sentence need more elaboration? Yes, your sentence needs more elaboration. So please tell us more. Yes, Mr. Anthony.
Mister, I have a question.
Yes.
When there is a subordinate clause followed by a conjunction followed by an independent clause, does this make a compound sentence?
No. Complex.
Why?
That's a complex sentence.
Yeah. When there is
Compound.
for the compound,
Yes,
means
yes.
that two sentences of equal weight, but these two sentences are not of equal weight. We're gonna get to this later, Aziz. Don't go ahead of us.
Okay.
Okay. So this clause actually has a subject, which is the sun in this case, and it has a verb, which is sets in this case. So, but it doesn't give a complete set.
No.
You still want
More information.
more information, yeah. Because it spoke to her. Because it spoke to her. Actually, this is silly, doesn't it?
That's
Right, boys?
Yeah.
So you need more information too. There must be something that has been said before I said the sentence, all right? But it still has a subject. It has a verb, but unfortunately, it doesn't give a complete verb. Now we are talking about what, Mr. Aziz?
Complex sentence.
Yes, I love you, man. Mr. Anthony?
An independent clause joined with a subordinate clause makes a complex sentence.
Yes.
So the independent clause, the temperature dropped.
Yes, this is independent because, yeah, it can be enough information for me, and I'm going to be like, okay, thank you, Mr. Anthony, for telling me that the temperature dropped, right? But
There's also a subordinate clause
when the wind,
blew.
yeah. So what happened when the wind blew? The temperature dropped. So those two sentences or two clauses actually. Now they are two clauses.
Mister, we can do the opposite. When the wind blew, the
I
temperature.
love you. That's a very good point you've got here. So you can say when the wind blew, what happened?
The temperature
Dropped. Yes, very good. Both, you can say it both ways. But still, how many clauses do you have here?
One.
No, clauses. Because this is the temperature is subject, right?
subject and the drop
Subject. And dropped is
verb.
for the first clause, right? Yes, very good. And here we have the wind.
The wind subject.
Very good. It's a subject. And
Subject.
blue.
Blue verb.
Yes, very good, Muhammad Al-Admi. I love you. Aziz is... okay, thank you, Aziz. Okay, so how many clauses do we have here? Since we have a subject and a verb, and the subject and the verb, that means we have clause 1 and clause 2. Two clauses, right, boys? And the two clauses are connected together using a conjunction. What do we call when? We call it either a subordinate conjunction or a time conjunction. Guess what? We can call when. It has two names actually. It's called subordinate conjunction. The fanboys were coordinating conjunction. Coordinating means like the two parts or the two sides are of equal weight.
Yeah.
Conjunction. All right, boys? So now we know. Now we know how it works for a complex sentence. A complex sentence are two clauses. One of them is independent, which can stand alone, and the other is dependent, which cannot stand alone. And they are joined together with what? They are joined together with what, boys? Subordinating conjunction. What are subordinating conjunction? We're going to find out with Mr. Anthony in a few minutes, or actually a few seconds. Okay? Any question before we move on?
No.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mister.
Yeah, Hamad, you've got a question.
No, I said thank you, Mister.
Okay, love. Welcome, love. Most welcome. Muhammad Jibreen raised his hand. Yes, Muhammad Al-Admi. Yeah, he's texting. He must be texting. I'm going to have to see Muhammad Al-Admi's question. Sorry, but the screen lag. Okay, and the sound. Does the same thing happen to you, boys?
No.
Yeah,
No.
sorry, Muhammad. It must be with your internet connection, not with ours. I'm so
By the
sorry.
way, Mister,
But you can still,
can-
Muhammad, just to reassure you, to put your mind in peace, You can
Mister.
always find the video on YouTube after we finish. So don't worry.
By
If-
the way, Mister, he
wait,
can
Aziz,
open.
let me finish. I'm gonna kill you, man. Remind me to kill you next week.
Okay.
Okay, Muhammad.
Quran I will do before you do.
Aha, you wanna kill me?
Oh,
I'm gonna report you to the policeman.
funded.
Okay, so Muhammad, you can watch the video. It's okay, love. Anyway, yes, Aziz, you wanted to say?
I want to say if he has a problem with his laptop, he can open Zoom from his PlayStation, by the way.
Oh, really? That's
Yes.
interesting. Wow. I'm scratching my head now. Okay.
I think Aziz playing.
Okay, so another example, Mr. Anthony.
Sarah pulled the weeds. So that sentence by itself, it could be ended there, or we've got another subordinate conjunction while.
It can be opposite also.
Yeah. and
Yes, very good, Amori. I love you, man. I love you.
While she sang softly, Sarah pulled the weeds.
MashaAllah, Amori. I'm so happy with your performance, Omar, wallahi. It's coming on.
Thank
Very good.
Okay, so Anthony,
Each subordinate clause begins with a subordinating conjunction.
what did we say about while and when, boys? What did we call them? Call them subordinate?
Independent clause.
No.
Independent.
About when and why?
Yes.
We call them
Subordinate.
subordinate conjunction. Yeah. These are the subordinate conjunction, Mr. Anthony.
Yeah, so we have common subordinating conjunctions. So we use these before we have a subordinating clause.
Yeah. Very good.
After.
As, before, since, when, although, if, unless, whenever, because, once, until.
It can't be Mr. Anthony
Any question before we move on?
Me,
No,
Mr.
sir, thank you.
Yes, Omar.
After, and also after.
After means like when something happens first and then number two. So number two happens after number one.
Mhm.
You got it, Omar? Like ba'da.
Yes.
Yes. Any other questions, boys? Muhammad Al-Ajmi, while? Are you asking about while, Muhammad?
Yes, just true.
While means something happened simultaneous with something else. Like for example, while I was talking to you, you texted me. So when did you text me? While I was trying to explain the lesson. While I was talking, right? Do you understand the meaning of the word? The word while now means athna. Yeah. Anyone else?
He says yes, thanks.
Any other question, boys?
No.
Okay, thank you, Hamoudi. I love you, man. I love you. And I'd like to commend you for having all the trouble, although your internet connection is bad and stuff, but you are still insisting on joining us. Other people just give up and leave. And I'm not going to give names because this really saddens me. Anyway, so let's go on with the coordinating conjunction or subordinating conjunction.
Mister, I have a question.
Remember, boys, we are talking about subordinating conjunction. I'd like you to keep this as a keyword here. What are we talking about?
Subordinating conjunction.
Very good. Subordinating conjunction. Do not forget.
There's
The
not
fanboys are coordinating conjunction.
Coordinate.
an acronym for subordinating conjunctions.
No. Do you have one?
No. Thank you.
Okay, boys. So, because these are only some, these are not all.
Mister, I have a question.
Yes, love.
Do you write the names of the ones who come and give them marks or nothing?
Yes,
Like this.
I write down the names of those who participate, of course. They are
No,
gonna
not participate. The ones who come in
evaluated
the...
based on this.
To the live stream.
Okay.
And of course, those who do the homework and send it back to me are also appreciated. Because if you couldn't catch up with the class and you do the homework, that means you watched the video and understood, and you got back to me with the homework. So you will be evaluated too. Okay, let's continue.
Which subordinating conjunction is used depends
The meaning, yeah.
on how the two clauses relate to each other.
Yeah. This is a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example,
So the first part of the sentence is an independent clause. The band played. And then we're using the subordinating conjunction when.
which is in this case, it's a time clause.
Time clause.
Yeah.
And
This
then
tells us when. Yeah. When the football team.
when the football team scored.
Yes.
So the band played when the football team scored.
Yeah, and we call guess what? We call it an adverbial clause. The whole clause is called an adverbial clause or a time clause. Anyway, we're going to talk about this later. Anyway, so let's move on to the second sentence. Can we have someone to discuss it with us?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
For example, Mohammed Jabin, he hasn't participated much, and he's getting bored. That's why he's annotating.
Uh-huh.
Mohammed Jabin.
First, yes. Oh, how am I annotating?
No, I'm just joking. I know that Muhammad Al-Ajmi was annotating. It wasn't you. So we have
Yes.
only 2 minutes. Just fly by, boys. Quickly.
You can
Wow.
open a new class.
Yes.
Sir Aziz, because we have another class with grade 10.
Oh,
And yesterday,
Oh.
I asked my children not to use the internet because I was at home because they wanted to study, and I asked them to not to use the internet so that I finish with the lads first. So I was holding them up. That's why I couldn't stay more with you. Because wallahi, my children were waiting for me to finish so that they can start their study. You know, they also
Oh,
study.
yes.
Anyway, let's not waste time here.
So I have to watch my sister something. My mother gets home.
Yeah,
So the subordinating conjunction until works here because it tells how long I have to watch my sister.
yeah, all right. So Muhammad Jibreen, what's the relationship between the two clauses? Again, it's time because the second clause is a time conjunction or a subordinating time conjunction. All right. So
Mister, you can do
we'll
it the
go
opposite.
quickly because actually, Anthony,
Writers place the subordinate.
I'm afraid we're going to have part 3 of this lesson, boys. Anyway,
Writers place the subordinate clause in different places.
yeah, like Omar said, Omar pointed this out. Yeah.
Depending on which idea they want to emphasize.
Yeah, very good. So it depends which clause do you want to use first, the time clause or the subordinate clause or the independent clause. You can
Mix
do
the
whatever you like Omar said. Here, for example,
Although she had never been married, Miss Havisham wore her wedding dress. Or you can have this other way around. Miss Havisham wore her wedding dress, although she had never been married.
wonderful, Mr. Anthony. So the idea that comes last is the one that the reader will focus on. Yeah, we're gonna have a lesson, grammar lesson based on why would authors use ideas in a certain place? Which one is more important? We're gonna have a lesson about this later, boys. So, yeah.
A subordinate clause can also be placed between the subject and the verb.
Yeah, like here,
Miss Havisham, although she had never been married,
like this is called the parenthetical phrase, a parenthetical clause. Yeah.
wore her wedding dress.
Yes. So
We're putting the subordinate clause
clause
between the
after
subject.
the subject. Yeah. Yeah. Notice. Yeah.
Notice that when the subordinate clause comes in the middle of a sentence, commas are used before and after the clause.
Yes. Have you noticed that, boys? Oh, come on. Against all odds. So we're gonna have to finish it here quickly,
Yep.
Mr. Anthony. No, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna do these tomorrow, boys, and of course we're gonna listen to your questions,
Okay.
right?
There's homework,
Great.
Mister.
And also, boys, I don't know if you saw the message that I recommend that you do some, if you get bored of playing video games, do some study on vocabulary words, because you saw today fertile was a difficult word.
yes.
Things like this really will help
Mr. Omar,
your writing.
Yes, Aziz.
can we take a word from the app that Mr. Anthony said?
Quickly discuss it with Mr. Anthony. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
The first words of the word of the day on my phone says abysmal. Did you guys download that application, word of the day.
You send it, Mr. Apple. I am Galaxy, Samsung.
This is on iOS. But you should have it.
Yes, I'm Android.
Okay, it should be on both. It's called word of the day, and the word that I have is abysmal. A-B-Y.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. A-B-Y.
S.
S.
M-A-L.
M-A-L. What does it mean, Mr. Anthony?
So abysmal is used when something is done poorly or negatively. I've got the definition here.
When something is done poorly. Can you give us an example?
An example is
Poorly or what? Or negatively?
Yeah, or done badly. So for example, today's lesson. Today's number of students was abysmal compared to yesterday.
Yeah, like let down.
Yeah, like a letdown. Abysmal
Today's number of students was abysmal
compared to yesterday.
Mr. Anthony, can I use the word as saying he did his job abysmal?
Yeah, you could say that.
Abysmally? Does it have an adverb? Because this is an adjective, Hamad.
It's an adjective.
This is an adjective. If you can say in an abysmal way, in a disappointing way, right?
Yeah. So the example here is if one person shows up to your party,
Yeah.
well then that is an abysmal turnout.
Yeah.
So it's
So today's class there is an abysmal turnout for today's class.
Yeah, there's an abysmal
So you
turnout.
can say there is an abysmal turn out for today's class, right?
Yeah.
Mister, does abysmal means a little number or bad?
Go look for a charger. Sorry
I have
guys,
a question.
my battery is dying and
I have a question.
Anthony. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave you.
Yeah, continue, Aziz.
Yes, I have a question about is abysmal a little number or bad?
Is it sorry, say that again.
Is it a small number or bad?
A small number or but?
Or bad, not bad.
Or bad. I would say that it's more bad, so used in a negative way. I would say more negatively, yeah. Because you could say, like, my performance was abysmal today. So I would just say that I'm a soccer player, and someone asked me, how did you perform today? And you could say, oh, my performance was abysmal. So you could say it can be basically mean bad or negative or poor. You know, you've done.
Could you say there was an abysmal number that attended the class? Could you say that?